much for Ma and me. Just this old guitar and every bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run in here, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. And I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My wrists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I could stop and have myself a brew. On an old saloon on a street of mud, there at the table dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named him Sue. I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his face and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him, my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." That's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across the teeth. We crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tough for men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss. He reached for his gun, I pulled mine first. He sat there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough. If a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name to help to make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight. Now I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die, for the gravel in your guts will spit in the eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch who named you Sue." What did I do? What could I do? Got all choked up and I threw down my gun. Called him a paw, he called me a son. And I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George any day.